miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal.
Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar.
Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do, It's the least you gotta do, Hey, barbershop conversations, man. Barbershop conversations, man. If you want that song, man, just cash at me $1.50, man. It's not going on iTunes for a reason. Barbershop conversations, cash at me at Silent Heroes, man. Go follow me on Instagram at Silent Heroes. You know what I mean? So I just want to say that. And don't forget, we going live tonight. Sunday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be a fun show tonight. All things on deck. And also, don't forget to feel free to join my Patreon. I'm gonna walk you through my latest purchase, and I'm gonna show you the ins and outs and how you go through escrow and how you. I'll just the maintenance of the property, what I'm looking at, the getting it appraised, going through another inspection. Making sure everything is up to code. You're gonna learn all that on my Patreon in the next 30 days because I'm about to go. I'm already in the 30-day escrow, so feel free to check that out and feel free to join my Patreon. It's Barbershop Conversations on Patreon and it's Barbershop Conversation on YouTube. All right, let's jump into this. Man, that was a long ass commercial, but let's jump into this shit. Tank is a star now, and you said how? This is my meter. This is my meter. I was looking forward to listening to Tank on Inside PBC today, although I didn't watch it till today because I had a busy yesterday. But I was really looking forward to. My day was planned around watching. Well, my morning, I should say, was planned around moving around the house and watching the Tank Davis interview. And what I learned about Tank Davis, you know what makes Tank Davis cool is his vulnerability. You know, like when he's not on Twitter and he's in front of the camera, he's very vulnerable in person. You know what I mean? Very like, and I love the rapport and the respect that he gave Andre Berto because Andre Berto was very honest with him throughout the week of the fight. And I respect the fact that Andre Berto said what he said in a respectful manner. And I was very pleased that a young lion, a young multi-millionaire like Tank Davis had enough respect for the game and respect for Andre Berto to say this. And another thing I want to give PBC credit for, they are the first to say this on air. I haven't seen Showtime say this on air. Steven Espinoza moves like this. You guys don't have a great deal of respect for Steven Espinoza and Brian Custer and the rest of those guys over there at Showtime. They said on the question was, is Atlanta the new Mecca for African American boxing fans? And I thought that was pretty cool. And I want to give a shout out to all my brothers in the LDBC and new media because trust me, it wouldn't be cool enough to say that if we didn't stand on the ground. See, we're the first. I'm gonna explain this, and I'm gonna make this a mainstay on a lot of my videos, especially the ones I know that's gonna go super viral. We are the first people to storm the beaches of Normandy. That means we're gonna die. All right, at a high percentage clip rate. Okay. And we're not going to get the credit. You're not going to get the credit. They're not going to say the name of your YouTube channel. They're not going to say, oh, 3 Kings Boxing. They're not going to say Best Fight the Best. They're not going to say Junior the Truth. They're not going to say those names, okay? They're going to get credit. They're going to get the money. But when you watch a fight in Atlanta on TV or you're there or you got to watch it on pay-per-view, be proud, okay? Stand tall. Be firm. If you've been fucking with us as a subscriber, more importantly, as a supporter for years or months or days, be proud because the erection of Atlanta is because of us. Has a lot to do. I don't care what nobody say because I know the finances of boxing and the same reasons that here's the irony of this whole fucking thing. The same reasons that they want to go in Atlanta is the same reasons why They don't like me in media. Strong, black, firm dollars in Atlanta. Strong, firm, black man in media. I don't see. It's a double entendre. When was the last time you seen a major network use that term? In terms of it doesn't happen. And I'll talk about this in another video. So maybe I'll retitle this video. But I think it's just essential that you pat yourself on the back, you look in the mirror and literally give yourself a round of applause because you deserve it. All those, every time you email me, every time you DM me, that's dropping something in the bucket. Every time you join a Patreon, every time you click play, every time you watch a commercial, you share the videos, you retweet, you share, you drop a cash app, PayPal. What's the other one on YouTube? Damn. Snapchat, Snap Cash Chap. Something you guys know what I'm talking about. That little button at the bottom of the comment section. Every time you do that, it propels our mission statement. And the fact that Showtime is moving to black markets, the fact that Fox is acknowledging the black fans, the fact that black fighters are able to say it, the fact that Andre Berto was very public about this. Shout out to Andre Berto, man. I think Andre Berto is the coolest. Is the coolest. Is the coolest. You know what I mean? He definitely is the coolest. And for those of you who don't know, Andre Berto don't know. He didn't know me real tough then, but about 4 years ago, when Eric Garner was passed, they didn't want him to pass out the shirts at the weigh-in or something. He had Just Breathe shirts, and I thought that was very eloquent of Andre Berto to do that. And I just want to say thank you then, thank you now, because he's a great bridge from fans to boxers. Because he's fought. I've never fought. I've never been cut. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've never had to make weight. Andre Berto has done all of that and then some. And Andre Berto is literally, thanks to him, I love his stories, dog. His stories are the shit. Nigga was in Disneyland. That's how nigga was in Disneyland yesterday having a great time. He's well respected in the corner office up here and in the corner office on King and Malcolm X Boulevard. You know what I mean? And I have a great deal of admiration for Andre Berto, how he's able to blend and still get the respect of his peers and everyone else. So I hope that PBC keeps him on in some capacity. I like the brain trust of Keith Thurman. You understand? I thought that they did a good job together. It was the first episode, so they're gonna be a little soft, but I like the fact that that they were in themselves. They're gonna grow, they're gonna get better, they're gonna be able to ad-lib a little better, and that comes with experience, that comes with repetition. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to those two. And I was getting back to Tank Davis and Andre Berto. I love the fact that he respected him. And here's what I think should happen, and you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong. PBC should promote Gary Russell because there's no equity. Equity is like when there's no appreciation. There's no equity and appreciation. There's equity, excuse me. There's no appreciation if he beats Leo Santa Cruz. You say, how? Okay, check this out. If he fights Leo Santa Cruz, and let's say he hypothetically loses or looks terrible, wins and looks terrible, right? People are going to say, oh, he's a bust. But however, they can create this monster in Gary Russell, Tank Davis fight. They can create a monster where it deserves 2 fights either way. Second round knockout either way. 12-round split decision either way. 12-round unanimous decision. That deserves a rematch because guess what you're fucking building, PBC? Guess what you're fucking building? Tank Davis in those 2 markets. It makes more financial sense, man. It makes more financial. And I know y'all gonna say, Fred, you need to be someone's brain trust. I know it. I know it because listen to me. Fox is business. They do great, but when they want to write black jokes when they need a writer for Richard Pryor, when they need a writer for Kevin Hart, when they need a writer for whoever else, who do they hire? I've been, you say how? I got emails I can show you. I've been asked to write for many people, famous, non-famous, small productions, medium-sized production, never any big absorbent. But I get them emails maybe 3 or 4 times a year to help people write, and I just decline because I want credit for my shit. And uh, um, what are you building? You're building the DMV and you're building Atlanta. Leo Santa Cruz has no appreciation in Atlanta or what you call it, because you don't, because the goal, you don't have to take Tank Davis to Atlanta. I mean, to Vegas ever again. Ever again. You know why? You got Deontay Wilder. You got David Benavidez, Caleb Plant Brewing. That fight can only be in LA or Vegas. Most likely Vegas, because you want them to make money. You don't want them to get taxed. So you definitely want that fight in Las Vegas. And the fact you don't ever have to bring Tank Davis to cross the Mississippi ever again. You know how Mike Tyson fought in Atlantic City in Vegas? You know what I mean? And Atlantic City was a, trust me when I say this, okay? I know economics. I know business. I'm very pragmatic as it relates to this. I know the current. I was just in Atlanta. I know the pulse of Atlanta. Every 4 months, something needs to happen in Atlanta, at least 3 times a year. You understand what I'm saying? And Gary Russell is a great asset to that happen. I'm not talking about who wins the fight. I'm talking about in 2025, I know I'm gonna get 10 to 15,000 fans in Atlanta. I'm talking about in 2030, I know I can get 10 to 15,000 fans that look like us. You know what I mean? And my half black, half Asian son and daughter. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the haters. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want, man. That's what I want, man. And I think that uh uh that's the move. Leo Santa Cruz has no assets. Listen, let Leo Santa Cruz go fight whoever he wants to fight. The rematch with Carl Frampton. Um, maybe they take a break. Gary Russell comes down from 130 or 135 and comes down and fights Leo Santa Cruz here in LA or at StubHub Center. I don't know, but there's more equity in promoting and building Tank Davis versus Gary Russell. I'm just saying. And that's the fact. So anyways, man, I just want you guys to have a splendid Saturday. I think Tank is a star. To what level star? That's use your discretion. But I'm going to validate my claims. Friday, right? I was running around. I had to go to San Bernardino to visit my grandmother. I wanted to take my kids to see their great grandma, and I literally forgot about Carissa Shields' fight. I literally forgot about Jerron in this fight. I literally forgot about Napoleon fight, and then someone sent me a DM, right? I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but he sent me a DM, and I caught the Jerron Ennis fight in the 3rd round because I was listening. I ain't gonna lie, I was listening to the Boxing Voice while I was driving and Deontay Wilder's interview, and I was like, man, I'd rather listen. I ain't gonna lie, niggas. I said I'd rather listen to Deontay Wilder talk than watch Jerron Ennis. You understand what I'm saying? So I caught it in the 3rd round, and I ended up watching the entire Carissa Shields fight. When I went, I purposely went and go charge the car so I can watch the Carissa Shields since I was driving back, and I watched the fight at the charging station. But that goes to show you that I was waiting or planning 24 hours in advance today to listen to a 5-minute Tank Davis interview. So that shows you that his star power is growing, because I just would have waited. You know, if it was Tank Davis 2 years ago, I just would have waited. Maybe I'll catch it Wednesday, Thursday. You know, it wouldn't be that important. So, but anyways, man, we're off to Philadelphia this week. It's gonna be fun. I may try and get down to Gary Russell's thing. I'm trying to figure that shit out now. There's no refund on my ticket, but maybe I can leave a little bit early. I'm trying to figure that whole out right now. I'll pay the extra $150 to go cover Gary Russell. I'm trying to work on that right now. There's no direct flights that gets me there, you know what I mean, in time. So I'm trying to figure this whole out right now. So if you can help me with that in any way, shape, or fashion, if anybody in the DMV area is going to Philadelphia Wednesday night, Thursday. I check in Thursday morning. I'll pay for gas and food, but I would enjoy the company. If not, I'll rent a car, a one-way rental, and then just go to Philadelphia. It's a night, what is it, 90 miles or something like that. So, anyways, man, anybody doing that trip, I mean, let's powwow. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna need a picture of your driver's license though, so I can send it home. Serious to the motherfucker. I'm serious to the motherfucker. So, but anyways, man, I appreciate y'all, man, and I love all y'all motherfuckers, man. And thank you. Go watch 78's video interview with Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna attempt to catch him at some point. Maybe it's after the press conference or something like that. You guys know I relish in not having credentials now. Like I absolutely love that it's all on me. You know what I mean? Like yesterday, I posted. I just bought a building in my neighborhood where I grew up, literally on the same street where I lived in a home with no electricity and no water. No lie, can't make this shit up, right? And on Florence Boulevard in Los Angeles, California, and one block behind where I went to middle school, and and I relish in the fact that I bought that property with no logos on my polo. You know what I mean? No Jewish man telling me, "Oh, you're the front man." No Jewish man handing me money. All on these calluses, these hands. You understand what I'm saying? And I relish in that. I relish in being the only one tempting to be great. I relish in the fact that I'm on my own time. I'm on my own dime. You understand? I genuinely relish in that role. So, um, um, so y'all support me in that role, and all the fighters support me in that role. All the managers, promoters support me in that role because I can be my authentic self. You know what I mean? I don't have to kiss no one's ass, and I have people's phone numbers and stuff like that. So I appreciate that. I love that, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see the whole entire episode of Deontay Wilder in Italy. I'm definitely excited about that. Now Deontay Wilder has become a man that everyone just want to touch the hem of his right hand. You know how they want to touch the hem of Jesus' garment? They just want to touch the they just want to touch Deontay Wilder's right hand. You know what I mean? Hey, keep it real. I don't know. I know I have, but you know what I mean? Like I was like saying, have I shaken Deontay Wilder's hand in a long time? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Because I'm too afraid to shake fighters' hands fight week. You know what I mean? So I just give them knuckles and shit, or I give them like the half black man hug and shit or some bullshit like that. But yeah, man. And lastly, I think PBC is shaping up for a great 2020, man. And but also, let me know who you like more. Do you like the Berto Thurman combo, or do you like the Porter and Abner Mares combo? Real interesting question. Let's talk about it. Barbershop conversation, man. I appreciate y'all. And shout out to Tank Davis. Shout out to Berto. Shout out to, you know, Thurman. Y'all know his dad lied on me and shit like that. But you know what I mean? I'm in my bag right now. I'm definitely where I want to be, man. Look, you see that king behind me? Look, you see that man behind me? That's my motto, man. That's by any means necessary, man. Barbershop conversation, man. I love y'all. Wait till y'all see this piece coming next month, dog. Oh my God. Wait till y'all see this piece that's coming next month that I'm having done, man. I can't fucking wait, man. Oh man, I can't fucking wait. Y'all gonna be amazed by this piece, man. It's a one of one. It can't, no prints, no none. I paid for it, no prints. You can't duplicate it. You only be able to watch it in my videos. Barbershop conversation, man. I love y'all. Shout out to Earl Spence. Shout out to Henry Armstrong. You know what I mean? And his family, the Armstrong family. Shout out for Deontay Wilder for the gloves behind me. Shout out to all my white man work ethic for my degrees behind me, man. And I talk to y'all. Peace.